love to talk to you about our 30th SportsAbility. I'm Laurie Gussak, the Executive Director for Florida Disabled Outdoors Association, and we're lucky to have David Jones, our founder of Florida Disabled Outdoors Association.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
David, why don't you tell us a little bit about how Florida Disabled Outdoors Association got started?
Okay, I'd be glad to. I was an unfortunate survivor of a hunting accident way back in 1988. Survived a very serious brain injury that left me with hemiplegia and traumatic brain injury that changed my life. After going through 3 months of rehab in a rehab hospital and finally getting out and able to walk again and talk again and function, realized that one of the most valuable parts of my therapy and rehab was my therapeutic recreation. The motivation and inspiration that was given to me just to get out and go hunting and fishing and hiking and boating again like I used to do gave me that drive to get better and to heal and to get back to living. So after leaving the hospital and coming back home, I found very little help to continue that therapeutic recreation in the community. This was 1988. So there was no Americans with Disabilities Act, which came along a little later, 1990, that changed the way we think about participation in all types of activities. So I went back to Florida State and created my nonprofit, the Florida Disabled Outdoors Association, really as a class project to do just that, to fill that void and fill the need and to help other people get back to living through recreation and leisure. So we started in 1990, thus our 30-year celebration. And thank y'all very much for enjoying this 30-year celebration, which is another change. As I've said before, we try to add new and exciting things every year to SportsAbility. And I think we've really blown the top off this year because this is all new and exciting. We're doing it all from our living rooms and our homes and on our phones. So we're enjoying recreation and leisure in a whole different way this year. We're going to touch base on all the activities. Go ahead, Laurie.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the first SportsAbility? What was included in that one?
Very good. Yes, we actually did a sit water ski clinic in the very early year. I think it's 90, 91, maybe right in there. It was not SportsAbility, but that was our first SportsAbility activity. We had about a dozen wheelchair users that came out to a local lake, and we put on a little sit ski clinic with Ann O'Brien, who we've since lost. Very successful. People loved it. That kind of inspired the thought to add more. We added some pontoon boats and canoes and kayaks and kind of grew the event over the years. But that's where we started SportsAbility, with a simple sit water skiing clinic.
So tell us a little bit how it's grown over the years. Like what kind of things got added on over the years? It started out as a one-day event and now it's 3 days. How did that come about?
Well, it came because of the people. It's what people wanted, and it's what people were interested in. And what part of our secret to success is, we do not do SportsAbility. What we do is provide the help and the motivation and organize people of all different demographics with all different interests to come in to share what they love and share the active leisure recreation that they enjoy. One of the greatest things about life is giving to others and helping others. So all we're doing is hooking up people who want to do the same thing, share what they do, help other people to enjoy life through those activities. So we brought in some pontoon boats for rides that just about all people can take a pontoon boat ride. So that was a great addition and still remains one of our favorite things today, boat rides. We added canoes and kayaks, and that's where we found Laurie. She was an avid paddler, and she came out to help us, and we got her hooked. So she's still with us.
20 years
I guess
ago.
15 years
20
later?
years ago.
Oh,
20.
my God. Where did the years go? We've had a good time, and so that's what's happened. People with interest in activities get involved. The event grows. We added more water sports. We added land sports, ATV rides. We did horseback riding. And each year, as we did the event, more people would come on board and tell us, we want to do that. We want to help. And so that's why the event and the activities grew. Then we partnered with Tallahassee Community College after getting a grant from Vocational Rehabilitation to help us start a recreation program we called RAPID. That's a recreational activity program for adults with disabilities. And Marjorie Turnbull, this past representative from Florida here, really helped us get that grant, get started. TCC became a partner and enabled us to expand the event to 2 days, featuring an indoor day and an outdoor day.
So tell us about the third day. How did that come about with this partnership with the city of Tallahassee?
Okay, I was fortunate enough
yes.
to be invited to a grand opening for a Miracle League baseball program down in St. Petersburg. I went down and witnessed this new program where an accessible field is built to provide opportunities for children and adults of all abilities to come out and participate in baseball as a team sport. I saw how the community came together in St. Pete to make that happen, and what joy it brought and how successful that was. I immediately, in my mind, it imprinted already. Tallahassee needs this. Came back to Tallahassee and then started looking for help and found our champions and our heroes in several areas, our city of Tallahassee, our Leon County, and then we found the Kiwanians of the Big Bend, who, with those three partners, we built the Miracle Sports Program, which has been a very successful, active, multi-sport, year-round program that many, many people have gotten involved with. So we made that the first day of our SportsAbility event because of the tie-in. Our Seminole Showdown is our grand finale of the season, if you will. So we made the Seminole Showdown for the spring be our kickoff for SportsAbility. So all the children and young and people of all ages that enjoy Miracle Sports can have their special day to kick off SportsAbility. So there was our third day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Very exciting.
That's awesome. So over the years, SportsAbility has not only been in Tallahassee, it's been in other locations. And, tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, good. Well, as we grew the event and as we had more people involved, I had the opportunity to pursue an event in Jacksonville. The city of Jacksonville had the disability coordinator, Jack Gilrup, a good friend of mine, who said, I think our city would embrace that. So we went to Jacksonville and got a grant to help start the program. And then we're very fortunate to partner with Brooks Rehabilitation in Jacksonville. So with those three partners, we pulled off a Jacksonville SportsAbility event with many, many people, thousands of people because of the high population area, and did our 2 days of activities in Jacksonville. Very successful, and it's so enjoyable and rewarding to me because that spurred not only an annual event, but Brooks Rehab picked up and built an adaptive sports program that runs very strong now and serves people in the North Florida, South Georgia area with regular year-round recreational activities, all because of the spur and the interest that came from SportsAbility. We actually moved after that event down to Sarasota and did an event in Sarasota partnering with FAST. The Florida Alliance for Assistive Services and Technologies embraced what we were doing and gave us the opportunity to share technologies, which is a way to adapt and to include people into recreation using technologies. So we did an event in Sarasota, again, a very rewarding partnership. We partnered with some rehab hospitals and new people in that area. The attendance was phenomenal. 2-day event. Was fortunate enough to go to Fort Lauderdale next and did a full 2-day event in Fort Lauderdale with a whole new set of sponsors and activity providers, and did an indoor day at the War Memorial, and did an outdoor day at Markham Park, which is a great outdoor venue. So the Fort Lauderdale event was a big hit and a big success. And that really kicked us off with those 3 events. And then as time pursued and moved on, we had the very fortunate opportunity to partner with the Family Cafe. And we have been doing a SportsAbility sampler with the Family Cafe down in Orlando every year, where literally over 10,000 people come in and participate. We come in and provide different activities for that event. And that's been basically, I missed one. I'm sorry, you Gators over in Gainesville. We did a big SportsAbility in Ocala and Gainesville for several years. And that was a big hit.
Yeah.
New partners, new activity providers, and new sponsors, and a whole group of people that are still anxious for recreation. So those are some of the areas we've done in the past. And now look at us. We're doing SportsAbility for and with the world. So I hope you folks from across the seas and all over the country can join us.
Yes. Well, before we close, do you have a special memory from SportsAbility you'd like to share?
I have tons of memories because memories are people, and our interaction with different people has been very successful. I've had many examples. Suzanne Story, And when I went back to school, she was one of my classmates, and we did a little thing with her. She came to SportsAbility and met her, and she was so excited to have something after she survived an injury to continue on. J.R. Harding, a very big disability advocate now in the Tallahassee area and around the country, did his first sit skiing at SportsAbility. Now he's a big advocate, and he's done very tremendous things for disability advocacy in the world. He was one of the people that came out of SportsAbility. Gordon Palmer, one of our board members, Jeff Douglas, Christy Carter, all these people who had their first interaction with SportsAbility have now gone on to continue to embrace the concept and the mission and what we do with the Florida Disabled Outdoors Association. And then seeing and hearing the smiles and the laughter and the thank yous and the appreciation I get from thousands of people for the opportunity, which is all we're doing, providing an opportunity for people to come out and do things, meet friends, socialize. It's been exciting. Memories. I'm very blessed to have had a very full 30 years of wonderful memories, and I plan on making more. And this year's a new memory for me.
Me too, David. Me too. Well, I'm excited about some of the things that we've got going on. We'll be sharing different fitness things, yoga, cooking classes. On Saturday, we'll have talk with Christy Carter, who is a recreation therapist. There's going to be all kinds of things. So I hope everybody just stays involved for the next few days and beyond. Look at our database. If you go to the resource tab on our website, there's ways you can find some of these resources down the road, and we'll be adding more things. We keep adding them in. So we're excited, and we're excited about the opportunity as our first virtual SportsAbility, and we hope to have more of these, and our 34th ability anniversary. So hi folks, and have a great 3 days, and we hope you all participate, and we're going to open it up for questions. So we hope everybody talks and asks us some questions. We'll be here online answering questions. So thank you all so much.
Please join us for our 30th year. This is very exciting, and it's going to be successful because of people like you will contribute and share who you are, what you do, and why you do it, and the value of recreation and active leisure. So please join us. This is us. We're all in this together. So thank you a lot. We look forward to seeing you and hearing from you.
Thank you.